people from Edenbrook Primary School and Glenwood Primary School. It's great to have you here, girls and boys. I also want to thank Impact Training for all the work they have done and the support they've given. Particularly, I want to say a big thank you to Belfast City Council and to council workers who have been absolutely tremendous in the build-up to this event. I want to say a big thank you to Carla, who designed and prepared the leaflet. And you're going to get a gift. You're going to get a present of the leaflet. I want to say a big thank you to our entertainers, our stilt walkers and the other entertainers, our musicians. Oh boy, I'm going to need to check on my list. I'm about to forget somebody. I want to thank our guest speakers. Don McBride is going to be giving a talk on Frank McKelvey and William Connor down in the church hall. It's going to be an illustrated talk with PowerPoint illustrations. I want to say a huge thank you to this lady here. Come on here. I know you're shy, but this is Daniela Balmaverdi, and Daniela is the artist who made the ceramic memorial which we are about to unveil. Daniela, you may remember, is also the artist behind the marvellous murals immediately below the Shankill Road Library. I also want to say a huge thank you to Tracy McRoberts, the rector of St Matthew's Parish Church, who's given us invaluable support and has allowed us to use the parish church hall for this time being this morning. And tea and coffee are available down in the church hall if you want to get a warm up. And the speakers are down there. There's also a photographic exhibition down in the church hall. And last and by no means least, I want to say a huge thank you to the members of the Shankill Area Social History Group. A huge thank you to S.A.S.H. This is the biggest event we've ever organised so far, but hopefully from today onwards we really are on the map. We have got a website. You can find out more information about your history here on the Shankill Road. I'm sure I've forgotten somebody along the lines, so if I've forgotten you and you are looking for a thank you, please take it as read. We thank you, we appreciate all you've done to support us, and without any more ado, I'm going to hand over to another member of the Shankill Area Social History Group, the S.A.S.H. I'm going to hand over to Billy Drummond, who really has done a power of work building up to this day. Thank you very much, Billy.
I'm not going to keep you too long. Just to put this into context, this began really with an art piece. That art piece was an attempt to try and put some of the history of over 1,500 years of history in this place in the art piece. So admittedly not everything is referenced in that art piece, but it certainly is a start, and what we want to do is reawaken people's interest in not only the Shankill graveyard, but the Shankill as a whole. The people in this graveyard go from the very poor, the people in the mills who didn't even get a headstone, or in fact those who died of disease that were thrown into mass graves, through to the rich and the gentry and the pioneers that built this city. But again, the art piece was the beginning of it, and what we wanted to do is build a wee bit of a programme around this to actually make it more interactive. So I appreciate that you came along. What there is today is there's going to be a tour. We didn't know how many was going to turn up, so we asked you to work with us. There's going to be a tour which will last approximately half an hour. Bobby Foster, who is our local historian, will guide that tour. There may be actually a second tour if people want to do that. It'll last about half an hour. There are other things going on here, folks. You'll see Daniela, who's going to show off our art piece and paint imagery. There's also a caricaturist. For those that's a big word. He draws a wee cartoon of you. He's over there somewhere. It's free. Go over. There's burgers. If they're ready and you feel safe to eat them, please take one. And we're going to ask you then to move down then into the parochial hall in about half an hour's time, where there's a photographic exhibition. These photographs have been painstakingly recorded by members of the group. They're personal photographs of people from this community. They're not ones pulled off the internet. These are local collections. And I want to thank the archive group in particular, because This project also brought on an archive project in which Jacqueline has researched and put together over 10,000 records, from consensus figures, the wills, the testimonies, the newspaper articles of this graveyard. There is unfortunately no records of this graveyard, but we as the Shankill Social History Group have at least started to collate some of those records, and we're hoping to make those accessible to our website, which is www.shankillhistory.com. There's a wee flyer here that was also produced. Again, it's only some of them. We can't tell. There's over 1 million people believed to be buried over the years in this site. So obviously we can't get them all. But this is a start. Thank you very much for coming along. I'm going to ask we Albert now, the local Shankill poet, to come along and give us a wee poem. And then we're going to over on it.
Well, I'm pleased to see so many here today. And it's cold. It's a cold all night. I hung my stocking up because I thought it was Christmas. And I'd like to read you this big poem, The Old Shankill Graveyard. In the garden of rest in Shankill, I was amazed at what I had seen. The path was so neat and tidy, and the grass so short and green. No sign of litter or beer tent. People just sat in the seats, enjoying the sun at their leisure, away from the noise of the streets. Such a feeling of great contentment made me want to stir. When I looked round at the headstone, I felt there was someone there. There was a feeling of silence as I looked at the names of the past. Mill workers, merchants and builders, the rich and the poor of Belfast. As I took in the story of history, like a page, like a book of page after page, I saw it. I saw a stone in it as a Royal Air Force man killed at 14 years of age. Memorials of famous people, names we have often heard, the Nelson family from Sugarcane, the telegraph founder, William Mural. Then I gazed again at the people, showing their worries with chat. So I think as often as I do, that this will be there a lot. The name is called for the one above, their troubles at once will cease, and like the people who went before them, I pray for the rest.
Albert, don't wander off, because we are very proud in the Shankill area social history to have Albert Hazlitt, our own poet laureate, as our honorary president of the S.A.S.H group. It's great to have you here, Albert. And just before Albert goes over to officially unveil this new mural by Daniela Balmaverde, assisted by S.A.S.H, I want to say in advance a big thank you to Jackie MacArthur, a local musician who's going to be playing for us shortly. But now it's over to you, Albert, to officially unveil the mural.
Before I do this, I'm very, very pleased to be here to have the honour to do this. I think there's better people than me up there, depicting me. I must have been in a spell or something. But anyhow, thank you very, very much for all who came today.
Just wait for a second or two until the folks have gathered, Albert.
Give me a man. Makes your door hand next year.
So, Albert, over to you.
Hold on, mate.
Hold on a wee second, Al. So, do you want to make an official announcement, Albert, that you declare this art piece officially open? Go ahead.
Well, folks, I'm going to unveil this officially, and when you read it, and you're going round for a tour of the graveyard later with Bobby Foster, don't leave it. Listen to it, because he'll tell you things you've never known about here.
We have concern for you, Albert.
Go ahead, Al. Just pull it off, man. Just pull it off, that's it, man.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep these for curtains.
But they're handing back, Albert, so don't. Folks, thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is please get a burger, go and get your caricature taken. There's a wee leaflet here, the members of the area